What's good everyone, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, it is a rewards video, the best type of Sorare videos. So if you are new around here, then please drop a like on the video and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. As you can see, second week in a row in which I've won some rewards for the first time ever actually with the gallery, so it is paying dividends, the current gallery. Now if you are new to Sorare, then please utilize the link in the description to sign up. You'll get some rewards and I'll get some rewards for signing up. And if you wouldn't mind, then also drop me a follow on Twitter. I am starting to be a little bit more active over on that side of things, and it'd be great if we could build like a nice community of Sorare users that can just help each other out with game weeks, discuss what to do with rewards, so on and so forth, and that would be a great thing to do. So getting into the game week itself, we're going to take you through my lineups and then we'll get into the rewards themselves. So where it went right and where it went wrong. So as you can see, obviously Challenger Europe throwaway team as expected. Academy team throwaway. Connor Roberts did end up coming off the bench and actually getting an assist. We'll skip the under 23 as well, also throwaway. Premier League in season. Now this was the throwaway side of the Premier League in season team. We knew Bart wasn't going to play. I've chucked the other guys in. They did what they did, but nothing happened. So it's one of them. Academy again. Academy, we can skip now. 270, obviously the first lineup that put out with some potential. Sorensen started the game week, got an assist, did very well, very happy with that. Vandenberg didn't end up playing actually. Pirard did play as I kind of expected, which is why this was a throwaway team, more for the XP. Yimichara didn't play either. Shao Silva. That's it, we don't really need to discuss it. First team that let us down was obviously the Brighton stack. Had the Brighton stack out. Brighton did, as expectedly, rotate a lot of players. Obviously they are playing Roma in the midweek game on Thursday, which is clearly their main priority because they're not doing very well in the league with a 3-0 loss to Fulham. Looking at the team, obviously Paul Van Heck did what he needed to do. Pascal Gross and Adingra came off the bench, but overall 240 points off of the first rewards pool, which just wasn't good enough. Cap 220, now if you have watched my previous lineup video, I did actually make some adjustments to this Cap 220 lineup. Kind of glad that I did, and also glad that I didn't at the same time. Luth did end up playing, but as you can see, he shot a 0. 5 decisive score after an error that led to goal, and 4 goals conceded, and a minus 8.7 AA. So pretty much pointless in being in there. Paulo Diaz also conceded 2 goals as my captain. No one really did anything. Redondo in a 3-0 win, playing up front, actually had a big chance missed, which was a shame. Mazzitelli did alright, and Saka did okay, but probably should have shot a better score in the 6-0 win for Arsenal. Second Division Europe was a throwaway team, as I knew the goalkeeper wasn't playing, but these players actually did okay if we have a look at their scores. Champion Europe was then the next lineup to play, and I was really hoping for something good from this lineup. Obviously, Athletic Club drew on the weekend, which was a shame. They beat Athletic Madrid at home the other day to then go to play Barcelona in the final of the Cup, so it will be another game like this. And it was a 0-0. It was a pretty boring game, not really much happened. Both attackers, as you can see, nothing happened there. With Inaki Williams, nothing happened there, no shots on target, nothing there. Yeri, clearance off the line. Unai Simon kept the clean sheet, but still 107 points off a reward, and just not really what you want to see. Into Champion America Limited, 74 points off a reward, so we're getting closer to the reward pool, starting to get some Sorare coins in. Asprilla and Moreno did exactly what they needed to do. Williamson wasn't very good. Miller didn't do the best, and to be honest, Maxim, I watched the highlights and I'm very happy I have him as a keeper. Conceded 2 goals, still short at 53 with an 18 AA, 25 score within goalkeeping. It was just actually his possession based that let him down, but very good keeper, very dominant in the air. Big saves made, 2-2 draw, not a reward that we want to see, but second game week into the MLS, I can start to see kind of how the team's going to adapt, how the team's going to develop throughout this period. So, exciting times ahead with regards to the Portland Timber stack. Now, they do have 3 away games coming up, and obviously, as we know, if you have played Sorare and do stay on track with the MLS, most of the times, due to the amount of travelling they do, with going all over the country, the away games, the home team have a massive advantage. Next up, we have got All-Star Limited, which we're only 41 points off a reward actually. Mratby shot a 89.4 with the XP boost, 94.8. Really good score from him. Very, very happy. Wesley Hoyt actually did very, very well. He was on a 70, which is a shame. But in a 1-0 defeat to Millwall, obviously losing out on that clean sheet bonus. 1 block, 3 effective clearances, but it was just possession. Yeah, when we look at where his points came from, long pass into the opponent's half, accurate long balls, final thirds, accurate passes, and then interceptions. 2 duels won, 10 duels won, and only lost 1 duel. So sadly, he didn't win any tackles, because otherwise we could have seen maybe a double-double or a triple-triple. And I had him as captain, which boosted his score up to an 85. They started off, the Standard Liège boys were they're in a stack together. They were to play Sunday. I was very hopeful. I was thinking potentially at home to Ghent, and literally within, I think it was like 2 minutes, they conceded. Where was it? 14 minutes in, conceded, and I was like, well, there goes the clean sheet for bonus for Bodart and Lafise. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh, come on. And Alzante got the assist, which boosted his score up, which was great. And actually at half time, Konstantinos Lafise was on like a 55, and I was thinking, if he can keep grinding out the AA here, he's going to do very well. He hadn't actually lost a duel in that game, and defensively he was doing alright. I think he was on a double-double as well. We were looking good. Bodart got credited with the error that led to goal, which I don't think really was too much of an error that led to goal, and then it got taken away from him during the game, which I was like, sweet. He was back up to like a 40. I was like, if he can get some good AA scores, I'll be very happy. And then after the game, it got credited back to him. So it's a shame, but it is one of those game weeks where you are only 41 points off, and I'm thinking to myself, right, playing these guys together is pretty good. There's some potential. They can obviously play in Challenger Europe together as well. And also, as you'll be able to see, if we go over to my gallery, basically what I've done is I have actually bought a Kawebe. As you can see, I own one of him just there. I bought him the other day. Obviously, mine, as always, is the most expensive purchase, only £2.50. But he's one of those players where I look at him, he's 28 years old, he's pretty much settled within the team. His scores, he does get some decent scores, and recently he's just been shooting AA for fun, as well as getting decisives, and he always seems to be the guy that gets decisives. And looking at this, I was like, right, if I wanted to play a stack and Standard Liège are playing, I've got Bodart, I've got a defender, let's go 2 midfielders, and I actually have one of the Standard Liège attackers as well in Sauer, who actually didn't play this game and hasn't been playing or even came off the bench. Here we go, my players. So just here, Kamal Sauer. He started off okay, but recently he's been awful. Like, he started off pretty well, and then he's not even been making it in the team. But we'll see what happens. There's potential for him. He is only 24 years of age. But anyway, back to what we've all been waiting for. Where did the result come from? And it was actually in cap 240. So the FC Kaiserslautern boys team actually paid off, and it's a bittersweet one, because firstly we did choose the high threshold. We chose the 340 point threshold, which was the $8, which equates to about £6.30. So happy to win some more money there. It's sweet because when we look at the scores, clean sheet, assist, 3 goals, a hat-trick from Ragnar Aki. Tomiak couldn't do what he needed to do. He used to score really well with regards to his AA. When we look back on his AA and his scores back in the day, like, he used to shoot some big scores. Even recently he shot some big scores. 54 is still a decent score. But sadly, when we look at the team itself, I obviously have pretty much every player in this team except for Kalok, who obviously isn't minted on the game. And when we look at the players, Elvedi shot a 78. And it's one of those, and the reason why it's bittersweet is the only other player that didn't shoot well was Redondo, who's in another lineup. Kalok, who I don't have. So I could have put anyone else in. Obviously, Tomiak, as captain, could have made a few extra points. But as you can see, we were 40 points off a Tier 2 limited. But what really let me down with this team was Tachi. Now, Tachi, by the looks of things, he's just not in favour in the team. Looks like Apoko is going to be the starter. And Tachi had been playing. Look how many games he'd played literally since Gameweek 399. He'd played every single game he'd started. He was going to start this game. That was what the leaks were, and then he was a sub. So it's bittersweet because he did come on for 27 minutes, which I'm very happy about. So we did get the 25 decisive score, and actually these 1.1 points of AA made a massive difference to my team. But had he not been in the team, chances are when we actually look at obviously the lineup, I would have had one of the other starters, which would have either been Niehaus, Zimmer or Elvedian, who all scored an extra between 20, and if I had Elvedian, I would have reached that tier 2 threshold. But why is it bitter? And why is it sweet? It is sweet because when we look at the rewards pool, I am 0.09 points into tier 3. And that is going to be my reward for today, a tier 3 limited. So had Tachi not got the AA of 1 by getting that shot on target and these accurate passes, final third pass, I would have missed out and I would be getting a high tier 4, which I don't know if a high tier 4 is better than a low end tier 3. But enough waffling from me. That is the game week. Very excited for the midweek. Obviously, if you don't know what's going on with the midweek, I posted my lineup yesterday, so go and check that out. And I'll be doing a game week 4-5-7 lineup builder on Thursday, in which I'm looking forward to stacking these boys again because they are playing bottom of the league. But enough waffling from me. First of all, let's start off with the coins. Coins are obviously very useful. We have got 700 coins. Nice and simple. Happy days. Then we have got our actual currency. £6.28. Can't complain. To be honest, the stack itself is probably only around £10. And finally, what I've been waiting for, a card reward. First time I've had a card reward in a very long time, is a tier 3. All I ask for is that they're playable. No tier 3 is going to be worth a stupid amount of money, but if it's a tier 3 that I can utilise within my lineups, then I'm going to be very, very happy. So let's have a look. We have got Spanish goalkeeper from Girona. It's one of them where I'm like, right, he plays for Girona, so and he's their goalkeeper. I know Girona are doing very, very well at the moment, so clearly he's not their starting keeper, which is a shame. But let's have a look at him and have a look at, what's his last name? We see if he. So he's worth £1.60. Obviously, like I said, as expected, he is a DNP goalkeeper, but he is their second keeper. So you never know. Potentially, let's have a look at Girona themselves. Make sure he is their second keeper. Yeah, so by the looks of things, he looks to be the second keeper. Gazzaniga is starting and playing and is 32 years of age. Chances are he's going to be around for a little while, but you never know. I'm going to hang on to this guy. This is the benefit of having a 22-year-old, a young keeper. He's playing at one of the top teams in Spain, and it is his new in-season card as well. So, a couple benefits from that side of it. Am I a little bit disappointed? Yes, because it is a tier 3. But when we have a look, public offer for his new season card, £3, just there. £1.91 on auction, £3. I'll probably make £3 on the card, which isn't too bad. But he's a card that I'm going to hang on to probably for the future. I like hanging on to cards. You would have probably seen that within my gallery. But yeah, shame it's not a playing card, because I would have thought from a tier 3 I would have had a card that actually plays. But it is what we got. Made about £10 this game week. Very happy with that. Can't complain. Let me know in the comments below if you did win any rewards, what you guys did get. And like I said at the start of the video, please go follow me on Twitter, like the video and subscribe if you're new around here for more Sorare content. Once again, thank you very much for all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.